A few modern philosophers assert that an individual intelligence is a fixed quality, a quantity which cannot be increased. We must protest and react against this brutal pessimism with practice, training, and above all method. We manage to increase our attention, our memory, our judgment, and literally to become more intelligent than we were before. Who right? Today, most experts agree that it's not either or, it's not nature or nurture, genes or environment. From conception on, here's there's constant the give and take between the two. In fact, as Gilbert Gottlieb, an eminent neuroscientist, put it, not only do gene and environment cooperate as we develop, but genes require input from the environment to work properly. At the same time, scientists are learning that people have more capacity for lifelong learning and brain development than they were taught. Of course, each person has a unique genetic endowment. People may start with different temperament and different aptitude, but it is clear that experience, trainings, and personal effort take them the rest of the way. Robert Steinberg, the present day guru of intelligence, writes that the major factor in whether people achieve expertise is not some fixed pure ability but proposal engagement. Or as his forerunner Bennett recognized, it's not always the people who start out the smartest who end up the smartest. What does all this mean for you, the two mindset? It's one thing to have pundits spotting their opinions about scientific issues. It's another thing to understand how these views apply to you. For 30 years, my research has shown that the view you adopt for yourself profoundly affect the way you lead your life. It can determine whether you become the person you want to be and whether you accomplish the things you you value. How does this happen? How can a simple belief have the power to transform your psychology and as a result your life? Believing that your qualities are carved in stone, the fixed mindset creates an urgency to prove yourself over and over. If you have only a certain amount of intelligence, a certain personality, and a certain moral character, well, then you better prove that you have a healthy dose of them. It simple wouldn't do to look or feel deficient in these most basic characteristics. Some of us are trained in this mindset from an early age. Even as a child, I was focused on being smart, but the fixed mindset was really stamped in by Miss Wilson, my sixth grade teacher. Unlike Alfred Bennett, she believed that pupil IQ scores told the whole story of who they were. We were seated around the room in IQ orders, and only the highest IQ student could be trusted to carry the flag, clap the eraser, or take a note to the principals. Aside from the daily stomach aches she provoked with her judgment stints, she was creating a mindset in which everyone in the class had one consuming goal: look smart, don't look dumb. Who cared about or enjoyed learning when our whole being was at stake every time she gave us a test or call on us in class. I've seen so many people with this one consuming goal of pro- proving themselves class, in their careers, and in their relationship. Every situation calls for a confirmation of their intelligence, personality, or character. Every situation is evaluated. Will I succeed or fail? Will I look smart or dumb? Will I be accepted or rejected? Will I feel like a winner or a loser? Doesn't our society value intelligence, personality, and character? Isn't it normal to want these traits? Yes, but there's another mindset in which these traits are not simply a hand you're dealt and have to live with, always trying to convince yourself and others that you have a royal flush when you are secretly worried. It's a pair of 10 in this mindset. The hand you dealt is just the starting point for development. This growth mindset is based on the belief that your basic qualities are things you can cultivate through your efforts, your strategies, and help from others. Although people may differ in every which way in their initial talents and aptitude, interest, or temperament, everyone can change and grow through application and experience. Do people with this mindset believe that anyone can be anything, that anyone with proper motivation, or education can become Einstein's or Beethoven? No. But they believe that a person's true potential is unknown or unknownable, that it's impossible to foresee what can be accomplished with years of passion, tool, and training. Did you know that Darwin and Tolstoy were considered ordinary children? That Van Hogan, one of the greatest golfers of all time, was completely uncoordinated and graceless as a child. That the photographer Cindy Sherman, who has been on virtually every list of the most important artists of the 20th century, failed her first photography course. That Geraldine Page, one of our greatest actresses, was advised to give it up for lack of talent. You can see how the belief that cherished qualities can be developed creates a passion for learning. Why waste time proving over and over how great you are when you could be getting better? Why hide deficiencies instead of overcoming them? Why look for friends or partners who will just shore up your self esteem instead of one who will also challenge you to grow? And why seek out the tried and true instead of experience that will stretch you? The passion for stretching yourself and sticking to it, even or especially when it's not going well, is the hallmark of the growth mindset. This is the mindset that allow people to thrive during some of the most challenging times in their life. A view from the two mindset. To give you a better sense of how the two mindsets work, imagine as vividly as you can that you are a young adult having a really bad day. One day you go to class that is really important to you and that you like a lot. The professor returns the midterm papers to the class. You got a C plus. You very disappointed. That evening, on the way back to your home, you find that you gotten a parking ticket. Being really frustrated, you call your best friend to share your experience, but are sort of burst off. What would you think? What would you feel? What would you do? When I asked people with the fixed mindset, this is what they said. I feel like a rejected. I am total failure. I am an idiot. I am a loser. I feel worthless and dumb. Everyone's better than me. I'm slim. Other words, they see what happened as a direct measure of their competence and worth. This is what they think about their life. My life is pitiful. I have no life. Somebody upstairs doesn't like me. The world is out to get me. Someone is out to destroy me. Nobody loves me. Everybody hates me. Life is unfair and all efforts are useless. Life is stinks. I'm stupid. Nothing good ever happened to me. I'm the most unlucky person on this earth. Excuse me, was there death and destruction, or just a grade, a ticket, or a bad phone call?